to my channel again. This is Mr. Orchid Charm, and today I wanted to share with you another unboxing and potting video. I actually recently ordered an orchid online, and I got this in the mail just yesterday, so I have decided to share this unboxing experience with you as well as potting the orchid together. Now, what orchid have I ordered? Well, let's find out. Let's start. And I have my knife here, so let's open the box right now. I'm very excited because this is a very pretty orchid that's on my list that I wanted to have, and I finally ordered this online and it got in the mail yesterday. So I am very excited to find out what actually have I received in this box. Okay, so let's see here. Ooh, let me show you here. Lots of shredded newspaper. Let's unbox right now. Oops, okay. Alright, so I see this note from the shop. Thank you, happy growing. Okay, I'm not going to show you this yet because it shows the name of the orchid, so I'm going to show you later. I'm just going to create some surprises. Let me just remove all this shredded. Oh, now we see this little ta-da. Yes, this is the very nice orchid with a very interesting foliage. Let's find out what else is inside the box. Okay, just to make sure. Alright, nothing else, so let's put away the box. And let me bring this slip back. And it says here, Paphiopadelum barbatum, Paphiopadelum barbatum variation. What's that? Nigritum pygmy. Okay, so this is the Paphiopadelum. Let me make sure I pronounce it correctly. Paphiopadelum orchid with a very interesting, I don't know whether you can see that, with a very interesting foliage, as you can see, that I purchased online. Okay, so this is the orchid. Look at it. Wow, I am excited. And just well, it's put in this 2-inch pot and tape it just so that it doesn't wriggle during shipment. Oops, but I see something not that pleasant here. Look at the leaves. Okay, one of the leaves actually, I would say, yeah, it's kind of dried out and then got a slit there. I don't know whether it's during the shipment or it already came with that. But anyway, let's untape this first. And okay, so let's remove this name tag here. So it says Paphiopadelum barbatum. As you can see, Paphiopadelum barbatum here, that's the name tag for this little orchid. And let me put this aside so we can put this back on when we are done. And let's see what's inside here. Okay, so I see a lot of sponge rocks, okay, and some charcoal pieces. Let me just bring the tray out so it's easier for us to work on. Alright, so the sponge rocks and charcoal bark. This is the bark, but let's pot this together. So I'm going to just very gently squeeze this out, and since it's a very small plant, so I would be really careful not to disrupt any of its structures. Okay, so it looks like this guy is potted all in simply just charcoal and sponge rock, and that's it. Okay, so let me see. Let's look at the root system here. Let me bring this closer. Yep, looks very good. Nothing rotten, nothing broken. So I think what I'm going to do is I am just going to give these roots a very quick rinse, and then I'm going to prepare my new pot for her as well as the medium, and I should be right back. Okay, so I have finished rinsing the roots and just clean up a little bit. Like I mentioned before, there is not a single rotten root or bad root that I need to cut off. I just kind of trim off, you know, here and there all the debris, and that's all, and give it a good rinse. So right now what I'm going to do is to rinse it with, or to spray it with the hydrogen peroxide, 3% hydrogen peroxide in my green bottle here. Basically just to get rid of any fungus or snails or eggs or whatever that probably have gotten stuck in here. Okay, so let's just give it a quick spray. The next thing what I'm going to do is to prepare a new pot, and this is the new pot that I'm going to put her in, and I have actually created some holes, some drainage holes, as well as ventilation holes as well, for better ventilation and drainage. And I'm going to fill this with the new media, and then we're going to place the plant here, and they will complete the potting process. So let me put this plant aside, and let me just introduce you with the medium that I would like to use. Okay, so here's the let me just put this aside first so that we can talk about the medium. So I'm going to use some the same thing, some bark, and probably this is about the same size, as coarse as the one that came in the old container. Some bark, and then a little bit of perlite, leca, as well as sphagnum moss, just to keep it moist. All right. Okay, so I have the container here, the new pot here ready. Let's just fill this pot with some of this media. So I'm going to put a thin layer of moss at the bottom, just to create some moisture retention here for the roots. And then I'm going to just place some of this bark. Okay. Here. Let me just bring the plant over. Okay, it's a very fragile little beauty here. Okay, and we would like to place her right in the middle of the pot and not burying her too deep down. Okay, so basically with her neck of the stem just on par with the rim of the pot. Okay, so I'm going to hold one hand, and I'm just going to continue filling in some of the media in the pot, and just go around until it's filled up. Okay, so I have done filling up the pot with a bark and moss medium, and I actually top off the container or the pot with some sphagnum moss, loosely just forming a film on top just to seal off the moisture. As I mentioned before, any type of media will always create layering in dryness, in dehydrating the plant. So the bottom part tends to get pretty wet and well hydrated most of the time, but when you reach to the top, and that's where actually moisture got absorbed very fast, and the plant will get dehydrated. So I usually would just top off with some thin layer of sphagnum moss just to seal off the moisture, as well as to preserve the roots from getting dried up. So that's it for this little plant here, and this is her new home. What I'm going to do next is to give her some good drink of water. Okay, I'm at my sink here, so I am going to give this guy some good drink of water, and I actually have filled up my green bottle again. I did clean it and fill up with some distilled water, which I use to water my orchid, and we're just going to pour down gently here, just to give this orchid some good drink of water, since she's been in the postal shipment for a couple of days or 1 or 2 days without good water. So I'm just going to pour it down and let the water drain out. And bear in mind that this is also in bark medium, so it doesn't retain a lot of water except the sphagnum moss. So I am going to just go around and wet the medium, and let the water drain out. Okay, and you can see that there's a lot of moisture that's got trapped in the media already and absorbed by some of the sphagnum moss, which is what we want, just to give this guy some water retention for a couple of days before I next water the plant. Okay, so I think we're good here. And as I was looking closely, and there is I don't know whether you can see, there is a new leaf here. There's a new sprout growing out from here, so exciting to see what's going to happen to this plant. Alright, let's head back to my workstation, and let's finish off with the name tag as well as the new decorative vase. Okay, so we are back to my workstation here, and this is the newly potted Paphiopadelum orchid, and look at how gorgeous these foliages are. And like I mentioned just now, I actually saw that there is a new sprout here. In fact, I did see it when I unboxed it, but just didn't point it out to you. So just want to let you know that there is a new sprout, new leaf here. I'm excited, even though this guy here, this one, looks like it's going to drop anytime. Anyway, can't help it. So this is the new orchid that I have potted, and I would like to once again introduce the name here. If you can see that too clearly, then this is the name tag that we're going to stick into the pot that says Paphiopadelum, and with the long strange names here that's difficult to pronounce. Anyway, I'm going to stick this name tag into the pot to identify her, and this is her name tag. There you go, and we are done. So the last final thing I would like to do is to place her in this decorative vase. Okay, and let's see how that will fit in. Oh, it fits in just nicely. Okay, so this is the new Paphiopadelum orchid that I have just unboxed and also potted in this new medium, and finally put her in this new decorative vase, and she's going to go into my collection, and let's see how well she does, and I will give you guys updates from time to time. And hope you have enjoyed this video, the unboxing and potting experience together with me, and I hope you like it. And you know the drill. If you can always share, like, or subscribe to my channel, and there will be more interesting videos to come, and I hope to see you really soon. All right, have a good day. Bye bye.